PMacMovies back in the nook here, little dining area. I got a bunch of packages here. We got one, I guess. Well, this is just one item, but then there's three like packages with a bunch of stuff. There's one item package and then an Amazon package with a few things. I did already open that one. I haven't opened any of the others. I do have these sitting on the table that we eat on, unsanitized. These packages are unsanitized. I know that might create anxiety for you people, even though I was just, I always get off track in these things. Trust me though, this has got some cool stuff. Scream Factory sale haul, Arrow Video UK haul, Hamilton Book new update haul, some Amazon deals that they had on Amazon Prime Day overlapping with Target buy two get one, and then just something I found on eBay. But you know, with this all this CV stuff that, you know, all this, oh, it stays on surfaces, and then I saw like a, you know, one of those articles that just pops up on Yahoo, and it's like, yeah, the chances of getting it off of surfaces is extremely slim and all this stuff. At the beginning of this thing, it was like such a huge deal, and everybody's still going by that. So it's like every little pen, if somebody touches it, you gotta wipe it off with a Clorox wipe, and every little, it's like, it's like unbelievable. But, you know, this is such a triggering subject for people, you can't even talk about it. You know, because it's the fear of death, first of all, is so high. It's just fear. You know, you gotta live. You can't just stop your life, man. And plus, I don't even want to get into it too much, but is there this boogeyman that there is? You know, terrorism was a boogeyman. Have you ever dealt with that before, the T? Have you ever dealt with the T or the V or the N? There was the nukes before that nothing ever it's just unbelievable how people just keep believing every boogeyman right in order. People believe it. You know, they used to scare children, get under the desk. If there was really an N, would getting under all it was, it's obvious. It was all about fear the whole time, keeping people in a state of fear. And they just change what the method of fear is. They just change it. Come on, people, come on! Let's take a look at this first thing that I already opened. I thought it was gonna be my new tablet case, but it wasn't. And it was a few things I got from Amazon here. 4, actually. I thought it was 3. It's 4. So, firstly, we got a TV show, Nightfall, Season 1. I think this was like $16, and then with the buy two get one, it ended up being a pretty good price. It's a 2-disc set, 10 episodes with the code. So that was the first Beer Me. Also part of that deal, I think this ended up being around $10, and we got boobies on the cover. PJ. If there was boobies and the title of it was BJ, then you really got a creep fest going. But it's PJ, new 2K master, George Papard in this movie. Don't know a ton about it. I do want to get some of these. It says it's a thrilling mystery in the tradition of Harper and the Long Goodbye. I like mystery movies. George Papard plays PJ Detweiler, a New York private eye. Looks like a good one. 1968, 109 minutes. It looks like this was a Universal movie, and Kino got the rights to release it. Directed by John Gillerman. And on the back there, too. Okay. And then another one. This ended up being about $10, which again was cheaper than the Kino sale. PJ was $12. I think I got that for around $10 in this deal. This one I also got for around $10. Murder by Decree, which I was really excited to get. I think this was $13 in the Kino sale. That was a bit much for me. This is from 1979, 124 minutes. It's got a really nice cast here. Christopher Plummer, I believe, plays Sherlock Holmes. Donald Sutherland is in this. There's Donald with a big mustache. David Hemmings is also in this. He's been in some good movies I've seen. I believe he's the main character in Dark Red. deep red. And some other people are also in this. So that was a really cool one. My copy, it doesn't latch up because the latch got broken, but I'll be able to find another case for that easy enough. And then this was part of the buy 2 4K for $30, plus it was buy 2 get 1, so it ends up being about $10. Terminator Genesis. The copy that I got of this is not phenomenal. It's not phenomenal. Let's see, it's even got a slash there, but that looks like it's just a plastic. So obviously it doesn't have the slipcover, and without the slipcover also protects the inside of it. So it got maybe a little beat up. I think it's okay though. Not a great movie. It's kind of like a reimagining of the first Terminator. With some changes to it, but I mean, it's an okay popcorn movie, Terminator Genesis. Interesting choice for the new Terminator in this. What's the guy's name? I don't see his name on the back. Resist the other John Connor. Is there? Yeah, what is that guy's name there? Is that the guy who plays John Connor in this? There's a couple like weird choices, I thought. Kyle Reese, played by Jay Courtney. I mean, I thought Emilia Clarke was fine as Sarah Connor, but the other people in this is just kind of not phenomenal. Jason Clarke. I didn't think he was that great of a choice either. Let's go to the next one here. This is just one that I saw on an eBay seller that I found some good Kino deals is what I was looking for. But I found this was like $8 with tax. It was like $9, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Sounded like an interesting movie. It is Lenore. This is a Scorpion release, not a Code Red, starring Liv Ullmann from Persona, which I watched not too long ago. Maybe it was too long. I don't know. It's been a few months, I guess. But, Scorpion releasing movie for $9. It actually sounded pretty good. I decided to go ahead and snag that. What is the name of the seller? It doesn't say it on here. I don't know. Oh, we got three big ones now. We got the Scream Factory sale, which I know people are going to be waiting for their orders probably a while. I was surprised it got shipped to me so quick. Arrow Video, some really cool stuff. And Hamilton Book. Let's go with Scream Factory. Let's hope the condition of these are good. And I got some cool stuff for really good deals. I got, I'll say this, Black Christmas, I had that in the past, and I wanted it again, and they kind of like this boxes. I don't know if this box was big enough. Hopefully these are in good condition. They might have got kind of smushed in there. Black Christmas was one for $12.50, and I saw people on the message board saying something about it, if it would have a slipcover. The chances of it having a slipcover now is like slim to none. I do not expect it to have a slipcover. I'm like 98% sure it's not going to have a slipcover. I actually got that and I sold it for about what I paid, or maybe I got a little bit. The one that I had, I think it did have the slipcover, and I wished I didn't sell it because I watched the part of the movie and I didn't get into it, but it might have just been one of those days. I've heard such great things about the movie, but there's some really cool stuff in here besides that. So let's take a look at what old PMac snagged up. First, the best these have ever been, the best price these have ever been, these Paul Naschy collections. And those are right on top. And it looks like they're in really good shape. Really good shape so far, so hopefully the discs are good too. So you got the Paul Naschy Collection 1 and the Paul Naschy Collection 2. So these both have quite a few movies, 5 movies each it looks like. We got on the first one, Horror Rises from the Tomb, Vengeance of the Zombies, Blue Eyes of the Broken Doll, Human Beasts, and Night of the Werewolf. It also has a 24-page book. So $30, no sales tax. Fantastic deal. These have never been, I don't think these have ever been much less than $40. And plus you pay tax from most places. This one, the second one, has Hunchback of the Morgue, Dragonfly for Each Corpse, The Devil's Possessed, Exorcism, The Werewolf and the Yeti. This also has a 24-page booklet. I don't know if it must be different booklets, right, in each one. I don't know. Yeah, this one. I thought this one might not have the booklet, but it's in there. So really cool. It doesn't look like, you know, Scream Factories for some reason get spine slashes and stuff, and I don't know if they're notorious for it, but I've seen it on at least one of mine, and I've seen other people get spine slash stuff, but these look good. So these are probably the top items from this, but there's some other really cool stuff in this box. Let's see what else I got. This was a collector's edition that I didn't have, and I believe this was about $15. It is Peter Cushing and Frankenstein Created Women. Grabbing this now so I get one with a slipcover at a good price. And then there was a couple in here that were really on my want list, but they were kind of pricey. And let's see the condition of this, because this is a steel book. So I had been looking for these couple of steel books during like Target buy two get one and some other deals, and I was just never able to. I don't think Target even has them on their site anymore. I was never able to get these for a good price. One of them being Forbidden World Steelbook, only $12.50 from this deal. Fantastic price. 4K scan for the theatrical, 2K scan for the director's cut, and there's some other stuff on here. This is produced by Roger Corman. It just looked like a movie I had to have. Is this from? It says 1982. I figured this would be like an older one than that, but really glad to get this limited edition steelbook packaging. They must not have been too limited because they dropped them down to $7.50. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I am saying that a lot, and hopefully I can get it right. Oh, this is a really cool looking one. I don't see any dents in this yet either. Holy cow. This is really nice. Ooh, baby. Galaxy of Terror. I like those colors. This is 81 minutes from 1981. I thought these movies were probably from like the 60s or 70s for some reason. I don't have either of them. Very excited to get both of these for $12.50. Like I said, these were ones on the old PMac wish list. I can go ahead and cross these off. Again, I don't know a ton about the movies, but like the sci-fi kind of horror stuff was definitely on the radar. Both presented by Roger Corman. And this is another 4K scan. So I believe Scream Factory had both of these out previously, but these get new steelbooks with new scans. Let's see what else is in here, because I don't remember. This is one that I had actually bought before from Target. I ended up returning it, and I think I got it a little bit cheaper here. I get all these Christopher Lee Dracula movies. This one is Scars of Dracula. I have a lot of them on Blu-ray. I don't know that I have them all, but I do have a lot. So Scars of Dracula, that was 16 something. And this was another kind of cool one that isn't like a collector's edition, but the movie sounded really good. It is The Devil Rides Out. I do try to get a lot of these if they have like Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, all those people. I think this has Christopher Lee in it, doesn't it? Is that Christopher Lee on the back? Yeah, starring Christopher Lee. And one of his personal favorite roles on the celebrated novel by Dennis Wheatley. The Devil Rides Out is one of Hammer's most accomplished and thrilling mystery horrors. I like me some mystery horror. Yeah, this looks like a good one. This one, I believe, was the same price as Scars of Dracula. It was like 16 something, which I think was a pretty good deal for it. What else we got in here? Here it is. No Slippy! No business. But this one is Black Christmas. Like I said, really, really good price here. It was only like $12.50. Glad to get this back in the collection. I've been wanting to see it because I really didn't give it much of a chance. It's supposed to be an excellent one. So glad to get that back in the old PMac collection. We only got one left. Oh yeah, this is probably the one I wanted least from this haul, but it was a good price. I think it was $10. It looks like this one might have got a little bit of damage on the bottom. Not a lot, but just like some wrinkling there. But this is The Funhouse. The Funhouse. Toby Hooper directed this. Read good things about it, and for only like $10 or whatever it was. Actually, here's the receipt. I wish they had the prices. Kino puts the prices on the receipts, but Scream Factory does not. Let's make sure I got everything in here. Scars of Dracula, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I got everything that's on the sheet. And Scream Factory does use this nice paper. Or Shout Factory paper. It says Shout Factory because Scream Factory is like an offshoot of Shout Factory. So, receipt can go in the garbage. It doesn't have any... Let's chuck that. It doesn't have any prices or anything on it, so I'll chuck that. So, really happy with this order. They all look like they're in good condition. Hopefully the discs are decent. You know, Scream Factory does have an issue with scratchies on discs. Especially if you're OCD about the light scratchies. I don't like any scratchy. So the one I'm most excited about out of these two is the Arrow Video. There's actually a few things from Hamilton Book I wish I put in that order that I didn't. But Arrow Video UK, I think their sale is still going, actually. The shipping is a little bit pricey. I think it was £15 for this. However, I had a 10% off coupon, which after I used it that same day, a little bit later, it expired. But then I think there's a new 10% off code, so you can save most of your shipping. So in my mind, I think I saved about £10, and so to me, the shipping went down to about £5. So as far as what I ordered in here, it's kind of a mix of, they had some that dropped down to £5. Not necessarily ones that were high up on my list, but at that price, I'll snag them up. If I'm interested in them, even slightly interested. I did pay like $10 for a couple. One was a limited edition. One I'm hoping has the slipcover on it still. In the picture, it showed that it still had the slipcover, so if it doesn't, I'm going to be a bit disappointed because I wouldn't have paid that much for it without the slipcover. Otherwise, I'm not going to cry like a little bitch, at least not on camera, because it very well might not have the slippy anymore. You snooze, you lose. And, you know, it will, you know, the thing is, it's £10 now. It would be $7.50 in another sale, so I could have waited. But if it has the slippy, it's worth the slippy and the booklet. It's worth it. And I did pre-cut this, but they really taped this up pretty good. So I'm gonna have to run out and grab something to slice it with. Don't go anywhere, guys. All right, I'm back. I got Bumblebee. Bzzz. Kind of looks like a shark. It's a bumblebee shark. Bumblebee tuna. Okay. Ace Ventura. Doesn't that Ace Ventura say that? Bumblebee tuna? Bumblebee tuna. Jeez, they really take this sucker up. You're just weak, PMac. You need to work out. Maybe I do. Okay. Alright, let's get this party started. Oh, there's some... Actually, a lot of these are like Asian ones from their Third Window Films. Third Window Films label. Is that the right term for it? The first one being Tetsuo here. This is 2 movies on 1 Blu-ray. I believe Tetsuo the Iron Man, Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer. These I read are pretty good. I don't know if they're going to be up my alley or not. but decided to grab that. With the shipping and prices nowadays, you gotta just buy stuff and ask questions later. Alright, up next. This was one of the $5 ones. This is an Arrow Academy from Jean-Luc Godard. La Chinoise. Chinois. Don't know a ton about this one either, but for that price, I'll grab it. £5. That was on my list if it went cheap enough, which it did. I'm not seeing any slippies. Then we got another Asian one, Kotoko. This is Japanese. It says the only Japanese film to ever win the Best Film Award in the Orizzonti of the Venice Film Festival. Looks like it might be a drama. And this was the cult director of the Cyberpunk Tetsuo series. So it's the same director of Tetsuo and Tokyo Fist, which was another one I think I passed on getting. Tokyo Fist. Up next, this was one that I had in my cart. I think it sold out when I was going to get this from Zavvi. It is The Tree of Wooden Clogs here, and this feels very hefty. It must have the booklet with it. This is a 4K restoration. Read good things about this movie. It's 186 minutes, so it's quite the film, quite the length. Let's open this baby up. This feels like there's a booklet in here. Let's take a look-see. Yep, we got a booklet and a card for Bloody Spear at Mount Fuji, which I do own already. And then it's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Yeah, I read good things about this one, so I wanted to get it. Don't know a whole lot about it. You can read the back, though, if you want. We got some glare. We got a little glare out here. Up next, this is another Asian one. This one is called Love Exposure. This one does feel a little bit hefty than the other one. This one feels like it might have a booklet. Love Exposure. I don't remember. There's a bunch of Asian ones on there, and I looked into them and picked the ones that sounded interesting to me. I don't remember why I got this one, quite frankly. And it doesn't have a booklet. It just has the 2 discs, the Blu-ray and the DVD with special features. Love Exposure. What else we got in here? This one I believe was $7.50. Has really cool artwork, which was a big reason why I got it. It was one of the more recent ones that dropped down to $7.50. It is The Wind. I've read kind of mixed things about it, but with that artwork, I mean, you gotta snag it and ask questions later. I think I actually got a booklet with this one, so that's cool. I think this was $7.50. I don't think it was $10. I don't think, because, yeah, this has the booklet still. Oh, that's nice. Nice booklet. American Werewolf in London. I do have the limited edition booklet. Yeah, once they run out of those booklets. This is actually a Nico Mastorakis movie, which I haven't... He has several that Arrow put out, and I think most of them I've passed on. But this one, like, just with that cover, the colors, and that just looks good. I had to have it. I had to have it. You got a problem. All right. This was another $5 one. This one I had to look into to make sure I didn't have it. I don't think I already have it. Milano Calibro 9. Like a gangster movie. These aren't like the top, these gangster movies and stuff, they're not like at the top of my list to get, but at £5, this was a beer me. It looks like this is region free, 102 minutes, brand new 2K restoration. Glad to get it for a good price. I think I almost bought it before at like $7.50, but I waited and got it. Another one that was $5. Another one that I had passed on before But at $5, I'm going to go ahead and grab The Car. I don't know. It looks, you know, is it like Christine or something like that kind of sort of thing? I don't know. But at £5, I'll grab it. And I think maybe Shout/Scream Factory might have put that out in the U.S. I'm not 100% sure on that. Another £5 one. This one feels like it still has the booklet, actually. Michael Caine. I like me some Michael Caine. This was another one that I had passed on pretty consistently in the past. But at £5, I decided to grab it. It looks like this one's going to be a little bit... Usually you can just peel this thing on the arrows, but that one's not really in the proper spot. I want to see if this has the booklet. It's kind of weird, some of these older ones. I thought Arrow only did booklets with like their first run, but some of these older ones have booklets too. Like, yeah, it does. It does have the booklet, so that's kind of cool. That booklet's actually kind of thick. Michael Caine. He's been in quite a bit of movies. Glad to get this one finally. Patience pays off. Hopefully these movies don't go tumbling. Let's hope that we got some slipcovers. Is this a slipcover? Yeah, I don't think it is. Okay, this isn't the one I wanted to have slipcover. This is another Third Window Films one. This one I was kind of on the fence about, but I like school ones, and it sounded like it was an interesting, like, high school movie, Asian movie, Korean. So I snagged this one up. Also, those weren't super cheap either. Those were maybe $7.50 or £9 or something. What else we got in here? We got a Slippy. We got a Slippy! Yes! Yes! Paying $10 pays off. This was the one I wanted the Slippy for. In your face! Dream Demon. The extra money pays off. I got a Slippy with Dream Demon. Brand new 2K restoration. This actually looks awesome. I think this movie got kind of mixed reviews from what I read, but that cover is sweet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Arrow comes through with a Slippy. Boom. See, part of the reason why I thought it would have the Slippy is because the picture had the Slippy. So I was like, I'll take the chance. I'll pay the £10. If it doesn't have the Slippy, you know, what can you do? But I had a feeling that it would still have the Slippy, and it did. Anyway, this was another Third Window Films release. This feels like another 2-discer. It's Cold Fish. Cold Fish. What drives an ordinary man to murder? This looked like one of the better of the Asian ones that I snagged up. This one looks really good. Cold Fish. What do we got? One more? This should have a Slippy too. This was the limited edition. This Slippy did get a little bit in the corner, got it a little bit, but what can you do? I wish they would have put this in the middle. They put it like on the bottom rather than in the middle, but yeah, what can you do? Pollyanna McIntosh is the woman, which I looked at a review like after that I bought this, and it's, you know, it gave it like a 1.5 out of 5 and said it was horrible. I think the Amazon customer reviews are pretty good. And also, I thought this was good value. It's a limited edition. It was £10. It has the woman. It also has the limited edition exclusive of Offspring. So it has an extra movie, which is also gets a 2K restoration. Very, very nice. Pollyanna McIntosh is apparently in The Walking Dead. I don't know who she is. I can't really tell from that. I mean, I've watched the first few seasons of Walking Dead. I'm not sure. But the only issue is that corner there. But pretty good. Pretty good overall. Can't complain too much. A little bit, though. But that's a nice one. So glad to get those couple of ones with slips. I didn't expect any others to have slips, so it worked out. What's this here? Shocktober. Yeah, the shipping for these just went way up, unfortunately. This has got like some of their releases coming up. They actually have some really cool stuff. They got King of New York on 4K coming out. I'm not going to be getting that one. I'm fine with my Lionsgate Blu-ray. They have Versus coming out, another Asian movie. Definitely will get that eventually. And Crash, I believe that's the David Cronenberg version. I will definitely be getting that. They're putting out a 4K of Tremors. I'm fine with my regular Universal Blu-ray of that one. And then a few other movies I don't know much about. And then they got the He Came from the Swamp collection. I looked into that one. I don't think that's anything that old PMac needs to snag. But who knows? Shocktober. That is everything. They put in these cardboard things that leave lots of debris. And I don't really want to breathe all that crap in. That would be stuff I would wear. Now, that's a smart reason to wear a mask over your face when there's a lot of debris in the air so that you don't breathe that crap into your lungs. That's a good reason for it. So, you know, they give you the packing sheet, so it's a good idea to just take a look at the packing sheet and, you know. So I'm just making sure I got everything that I ordered. Yes, I did. Good job, Arrow. They've sent me, like, extra stuff before in the past, actually. The last package is from Hamilton Book. Now, there's a few things that were in my cart. Like, I had my cart at work, but it wasn't in my cart at home, apparently. It didn't, like, my account stuff didn't go in there. So, kind of a shame. So I missed a few, but nothing too exciting. And then some people posted some stuff I was interested in, but what can you do? So we got the way that Hamilton Book does it there. Pretty cool. You just pull this son of a gun. What do they call this? A boat? They call it the boat. Boat packaging or something like that. Alright, let's see what I got. There was a couple out of print ones. Maybe more than a couple. And thankfully they sent me all of the ones that I ordered. So let's take a look. Draft House went out of business. You may be finding some of these at Dollar Tree. Who knows? But this was one, Draft House one. The Keeping Room. Man, they got kind of beat up. It was pretty tight, but I think it's okay. I don't know. The artwork might have got dinged up. The artwork looks a little dinged up on this one. The Keeping Room. Then they had some Kino ones for good prices. This being one of them, or not? Did I say Kino? I meant Mill Creek, A Study in Terror, another Sherlock Holmes movie with the slipcover. So that's cool. 1 hour 35 minutes. I like to get Sherlock Holmes stuff. This I was thinking would have the slipcover on it, but it doesn't. I hope it has the ultraviolet it's supposed to come with. But this was a pretty cool one. $10. It looked like this was a Walmart exclusive. It's Gone with the Wind, the 75th Anniversary Edition. Now, I looked this up on Blu-ray.com, and it was supposed to come with a code sheet. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. And it does have a code sheet, so that's good. The discs are all in there, so I'm glad to get this with the code, Gone with the Wind. 4-disc set. I do have like the 1 disc. But for a classic movie like this, I think it's pretty cool to have this 4-disc set. You never know, you might be able to find that at Big Lots at some point or something. Up next, I had been thinking about getting this one. I finally decided to get it. This is a This is a Scream Factory one. What's the Matter with Helen? This one was actually on the Hamilton Book website for quite a while for $7.95, so I finally decided to snag that one up. And then another Draft House movie called Amira and Sam. This has Martin Starr from Freaks and Geeks, among other things. I don't recall him being in too many things that weren't like comedy. But that was $5 or $6. Up next, what do we got here? What have we got here? We got another Draft House Films movie, starring Pat Healy. It is Cheap Thrills. One night, descent of two friends participating in a series of escalating paid dares to entertain a wealthy couple with a twisted sense of humor. Cheap Thrills. Now this one, I'm not sure if this is out of print. I can't remember. I looked it up and I think maybe it is. I have the UK release of this, but for the price it was, I decided to go ahead and get the US Shout Factory release of Future World, the sequel to Westworld, which I do own and have watched. I enjoy Westworld. I enjoy the HBO TV show Westworld much more than the original Westworld, but yeah, I definitely wanted this. This was a really good price. I think it may be out of print. This one definitely is out of print. And they sent me kind of a... it's okay, actually. This has got Jean-Michael Vincent and John Philip Law. It is Alienator here. I don't like these crinkles on the side. Those on the artwork, but this is out of print. This was only like $5 or $6, so this was a cool one. An android hunter from outer space is about to create hell on Earth. Alienator, yeah, this was super cheap. And then we got some Kevin Sorbo. You got to get you some Kevin Sorbo. This looks like kind of a fun one. Call the Conqueror. It looks like this is actually a French-Canadian release. It's a Universal one. It's got to be the same disc as the U.S. I've never seen this cheap before. I don't have the Blu-ray or the DVD. So decided to go ahead and snag. I didn't notice that it had like the French on it in the Hamilton book picture. And then this one was another one that people were talking about. That was selling for quite a bit of money on, I don't know if eBay or whatever. It's Miss 45, so this is another out-of-print one. On the back it says, a brilliant, gory, and finally human cult classic. From Draft House Films. This was actually directed by Abel Ferreira. I did not realize that Abel Ferreira directed this. It is a collector's edition, fully restored collector's edition, first time in HD, and this one was like $5 or $6, so that was a beer me. Let's take a look. So Amira and Sam was 5, What's the Matter with Helen was 8, Gone with the Wind was 10, Study in Terror was 5, Keeping Room was 6, Miss 45 was 6, Call the Conqueror was 5, Alienator was 6, Future World was 8, and Cheap Thrills was 6. So I got a pretty nice haul there. $4 flat rate shipping. I wish I included a few other ones that I wanted, but it was nothing that like I'm gonna get too upset about. Not like a big deal. So I got a mess to pick up, and I got some dishes to wash.